Hello and welcome. I am a hotel AI expert, and I'm really pleased to welcome all of you, the students of Europe Hotel School, to your online learning journey. We are here to support your professional growth in this incredible industry.
So, today we're going to talk about something fascinating. We're going to uncover the secret DNA of what makes a hotel truly great. We're going to break down the strategic blueprint that turns a simple building into a real destination. You know, a place people don't just stay in, but truly experience. And this quote, "This really is the golden rule of modern hospitality. In a world that is just overflowing with choices, trying to be everything to everyone, well, it's a guaranteed path to being nothing special to anyone." See, success isn't about having the broadest appeal. It's about having a laser-sharp focus and creating an identity that's just impossible to ignore.
Okay, so here's our game plan for this explainer. First, we'll dive into a hotel's secret DNA. Then, we'll figure out who your guest really is. After that, we'll get into crafting a compelling brand story and, crucially, how to live that brand promise. And definitely stick around for the end, for the ultimate takeaway that ties it all together.
All right, let's jump into section 1. You know, it's funny. So much of what makes a hotel truly unforgettable actually happens way before a single brick is even laid. It all starts with the vision, this core idea that is so much more than just a building. And that's what we call its secret DNA.
So what exactly is this hotel DNA? Well, think of it like the hotel's unique genetic code. It's that one core idea that becomes the North Star for absolutely everything that follows. It guides every single decision, from the color of the tiles in the lobby to the kind of music you hear in the elevator.
And this really shows you what's at stake. See, without that strong DNA, a hotel is just a commodity. It's a bed in a box, basically, competing only on who's cheapest. But with that DNA, you create a destination, a place that earns loyalty, justifies a premium price, and builds a genuine connection with its guests. Now for what might be the single most important step, defining your guest. It's a huge mistake to think a hotel is about the developer's vision. It's not. It is all about who you're building it for. Your guest, they are your muse, your ultimate inspiration.
And this is where the real work begins. Before a single blueprint is even drawn, you have to become a kind of detective. Who is this person really? What do they want? Functionally, sure, but what do they want emotionally? What are their pain points? Answering these questions creates the persona that becomes the rock-solid foundation for everything else.
And this illustrates perfectly why that persona is so critical. Just think about it for a second. The kind of hotel you'd build for a digital nomad who needs lightning-fast Wi-Fi and social spaces to connect is a completely different universe from a hotel built for an ultra-high-net-worth individual who probably values absolute privacy above all else. The guest literally dictates the design of the entire world you're building.
Okay, so we've got our DNA, and we know our guest inside and out. Now it's time for the fun part, building their world. This is where we get to craft the brand story, the narrative that your guests will physically step into the moment they arrive. You know, one of the most powerful ways to build that narrative is by creating what we call a sense of place. This isn't about generic cookie-cutter luxury. It's about weaving the local culture, the history, the whole vibe of the location into the very fabric of the hotel. A hotel in London should feel like London, right? Not some copy-paste resort you could find anywhere on the planet. That kind of authenticity is magnetic. Now, to give that story a solid foundation, you have to define its brand pillars. Think of these as 3 or 4 non-negotiable promises. They're the core values your hotel lives and breathes. So, for example, if your pillars are whimsicality, precision, and heritage, then every single detail, from how you check in a guest to the menu, has to deliver on those 3 things, no exceptions.
But let's be real. A great story is just words on a page until the guest can actually touch it, taste it, feel it. So our next section is all about execution. This is how we take that abstract concept and make it a tangible reality.
And we're back to our North Star. This is where that core DNA really shows its power. It becomes that single guiding light that makes sure everyone, from the architect choosing the materials, to the chef designing the menu, to the marketing team writing the ads, is on the exact same page, all working together to build one seamless, powerful experience. Let's make this really concrete. Say your hotel's DNA is eco-luxury wellness. Now look at how that one idea just cascades down into everything.
That concept guides the interior finishes, so you'll use sustainable, natural materials. It shapes the menu, so it's probably going to be farm to table. It even informs the staff uniforms, which might be made of natural, breathable fabrics. See? Every little detail reinforces that core story.
This brings us to our final section, and maybe the most important takeaway of all. We've defined the DNA, we know the guest, we've written the story, but honestly, none of that matters if you can't deliver on the promise day in and day out.
So here's the bottom line. The most successful, most iconic hotel brands are absolute masters of consistency. They have a sharp, clear point of view, and they execute it perfectly at every single touch point. From the moment a guest first sees your website to the final smile as they check out, the story has to be the same. That is what builds trust. That's what creates raving fans, not just one-time customers.
So I'll leave you with this to think about as you continue your journey in this industry. In a world of endless options, the future of hospitality will be shaped by those who can answer this one question. What is the unique, consistent, and compelling DNA that you will build to create a truly unforgettable experience?